If you want to hear what I thought of quad number 9 for 2020, the quad for September, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, we're talking about quad number 9, which is the quad for September. And I realize we're a third of the way into October, and I'm now talking about the September quad. We're just going to just move on from there. I was late. I don't normally do quad of the month in the wrong month. But I did do 2 looks with this quad, so I've done what I needed to do with quad of September. And the funny thing is, I was really excited for this quad. I mean, to have a bluish white shimmer, a pink, a smoky, sparkly black, and a purple, that is so up my alley. And the idea that I just left this quad sitting there all month of September boggles my mind. These are colors I love. I love pinks, I love purples, and shimmery goodness of any kind, I'm all over. So I used it back to back yesterday and today to create some looks. I used all 4 of these in the first look, and I will have a picture for you right there. I really enjoyed it. I used the pink, what's it called? Pink Prize as my crease color on the outer lower lash line or lower lid. And then I went in with this purple, which is beautiful. It is called Make It Raine, R-E-I-G-N. Love the name. So these 2 mattes are from the 39S from Morphe. Such a Gem, I think it's called. I really thought those blended out beautifully. And then I ended up using Iman from the Saharan palette from Juvia's Place on the inner to center lid, and the Black Butterfly on the center lid, kind of blending in from Iman to Make It Rain. I loved that look. Out of the 2, I think that is my preference, but the 2 looks are very, very different. In this case, I wanted to do a smoky eye with this one, which is the Black Butterfly by Colored Raine. It's from the Cheers to the Beauty palette. And I think it worked really well. It is definitely a shadow that smokes out beautifully. The only drawback is that it does cause a lot of fallout. So I would definitely talk about using a sticky base as a recommendation. I would talk about tapping off the brush and trying to reduce the issues. If I were to do this look again, I would probably do my face makeup last to make sure that the fallout was not a big deal, because I still have a little bit of a blue hue on my face due to the fallout. I used a second shadow in this look, which is Iman on the brow bone, but in retrospect, I think that the one and done of just using Black Butterfly would have been sufficient. I just think that it would have been sufficient. I think Iman is quite a contrast with the Black Butterfly, and I think it might be a little bit too much of a contrast. I'm happy with the 2 looks. I think the 2 looks are very, very different for this quad, and really did show a little bit of what this quad could do. So I'm happy with it. Could I do a few more looks? Absolutely. I really like these colors, but I'm good to move on. And I also want to move on because I think that I am in the mood for another fall inspired palette. We are now in the month of October, and I really want to get more of those October vibes. So let's take a look at quad number 10, the quad for October. And here it is. It is quite pretty, in my opinion. And we have, I'd say, somewhat of a Christmas vibe with these 2, but I would say these are what bring in the autumn for me on this one. So let's just talk about what these are. This first one is called Bashful, and it is from ColourPop. It's from the Semi Precious palette from 2 years ago, I believe, maybe even 3 now. It's very pretty. The next one is from Juvia's Place, the Magic Palette. It is Aja, Aja, I'm pretty sure. And then the third one is this one, which is the ColourPop Roundhouse. And finally, we have another colored Raine in this palette, in this quad, and it is Vintage. So let's swatch all 4 of these. I will swatch them on the back of this hand for you to take a look at. And I think you'll agree it's not a bad quad for fall. It's fall without being obnoxiously fall. I think I'm going to do 2 swatches and then 2 more swatches. Look at those colors, right? Are they not gorgeous? So here we go. So those are the first 2. And the fingers, I will go back in, although I don't think it's required. I always double swatch, so let's just do that. Okay, so here's Bashful again. And Aja. Bashful from ColourPop, and then Aja from Juvia's Place, Magic Palette. Look at those fingers, right? Are those not gorgeous? Seriously. This looks like a beautiful emerald dress, emerald satin. So we have those 2 swatches. I'm just wiping off my fingers, and we're going to use those same 2 fingers to do swatch number 3 and 4. And so we have Roundhouse and Vintage. Roundhouse is the only matte in this quad for the month. So it'll be an anchor for the looks I'm going to do for sure. Okay, so here we go. Roundhouse. And mattes sometimes swatch funny, so that's fine. Roundhouse, and then Vintage underneath. Oh, look at that. Okay, and the fingers, and let's swatch those one more time. Okay. Roundhouse, I'll start kind of in the middle this time. That's a nice deep brown, and then Vintage. Okay, so here are the 4 colors for October. Nice, right? So I will definitely do at least 2 looks with these 4 shadows, and I do think they look really, really neat. I'm going to just press down Bashful a little bit. It's lifting a bit, just so that you can see the shine on that one. Yeah, I'm happy. It's so different from September, and I do really like variety in quad of the month, so I'm pretty happy to have picked. They're colorful, but they're a little bit subdued colorful in a good way. They're very rich, but they're not very vibrant, and I'm okay with that. We had a very vibrant purple in September, and so this is going to be a nice change. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know if you have some specific combinations that you would be interested in seeing, and I will see if I can prioritize those in the looks I will create with this quad for October. That's everything I wanted to talk about for this intro. Again, let me know what you think. I look forward to hearing from you, of course, and I also look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.